Alright, here we go for the good and bad review for Raw on the 8th of September. Sorry I'm a day late. Marriage, commitment, all that jazz. Sorry about that. Anyway, let's get started. Last 3 times have been over 12 minutes long. Can only make them 10 for YouTube. Let's do this. Jericho Punk next week. This is what WWE, WCW, ECW, Stampede Wrestling, all the big bookers have done in the day to produce their product. They make the fans anticipate. They make the fans salivate. They make the fans want it. Good to see that they're starting to do this, because with Monday Night Football coming up, they're going to need all the help they can get. But also, it's showing maybe the booking team's got a little bit of smarts behind them, you know, booking like this. You know, with putting Jericho as champion and no one seeing it, no hint, you know, no rumor, no dirt sheet. Who knows? Maybe the booking team finally has a good head on their shoulders. However, with that said, do they? Because if they do, why would they waste Dave Bautista versus Chris Jericho on free TV? I know it turned into a handicap match, but for the first, you know, 4 or 5 minutes, or 2 or 3 minutes, or however long it was, they gave away the match. And not only that, but Jericho had incredible heat last night. And why you couldn't have put him into a program with Big Dave at No Mercy with all of the heat that they had the night previous at Unforgiven, with Jericho gloating his title win, stealing it from Dave, Dave throwing ring steps, I don't understand it. Who knows? You know, maybe we'll find out next week that they're going to face each other with JBL as the special referee, or JBL in his corner, or, you know, JBL jacking off in the corner. I don't know. But hopefully we'll find out more to the situation than is at hand, because it seems like they were doing good and they kind of sloped off. Anyway, moving on. Charlie Haas's gimmick is, or can be, funny. You know, it's not necessarily there yet. It could be overkill, depending on how they carry things. If they keep doing this every single week, every single week, it's going to be overkill in about a month and a half, and they're gonna kill him off. Not literally, but the character's gonna slowly die off. He'll end up doing, you know, opening matches, then losing to Snitsky, then, you know, doing dark matches, and soon, you know, by the time there's talent releases every year, he'll be one of them next year. But it's good to see, because of his wrestling ability from when he was with Team Angle and with Shelton Benjamin. He's got phenomenal potential. Good to see that they gave him something. Hopefully they won't overkill it. Let's talk about Rey Mysterio for a bit. Rey Mysterio's promo was phenomenal. Short, sweet, cut to the point, and it was on the cusp of realism. Don't know if you saw my video a couple weeks ago where I talked about realism in wrestling with Kurt Angle and the gold medal. Go back and watch that. I won't rehash it right now. But he starts talking about how his spirit's not dead, and how, you know, he's still got that passion, that drive. And then he takes the chin strap off. You know, for a lot of people, that's just like, oh, Rey's, you know, taking his chin strap off. But it's not. It's coming to the cusp of realism, because he's like, look, I'm not wrestling. You know, this is me. Very, very subtle move, but it's really getting to the heart of how passionate an issue this was for Rey. I thought it was a great promo. Hopefully they can go somewhere else with it. The match itself, with him and Bourne teaming up against Miz and Morrison, was phenomenal. Wouldn't give it 5 stars, wouldn't even give it 4. But for a TV match, it was great. And the reason why it was great was because when Owen Hart passed away in '99, the moves that they did in the match, most of them were banned. They didn't want people wrecking their necks, their backs. In fact, it was outlawed again in '01 after Benoit and Austin had to go under the knife. And then after that, Lita and Edge and so forth, and so on and so forth. So the stuff that you saw in the ring hadn't been done in sequential order, or whatever you want to say, however many times in a match, for a while. But to see them all do it made that match very, very, very fun. And the only way that you would have seen all that stuff in one match is TNA or Ring of Honor. So WWE letting their cruiserweights fly was a good thing this week. Fun, fun, fun stuff. Santino comparing himself to the Honky Donky Man is phenomenal. It's funny as hell. It's classic. And it's a segment or 2 or 3 worth waiting 2 hours for. Basically, that's all I can say. And especially throwing the Mountie in there. Good stuff. Hopefully we'll see more good stuff from Santino down the road. Now on to the dooming dark side of what Raw had to give this week. As in, what was bad. Already talked about the booking team not doing what they should with Batista and Jericho. How about Candice Michelle getting a title shot at No Mercy? What's with that? So let's recap. Breaks her clavicle, comes back, breaks her clavicle again, comes back, was part of a 6-man tag, and now she's got a title shot. If that's the way they're doing it, they can give title shots to anyone and their dog out there. Doesn't really make sense. Don't know if anyone can explain it to me. But yeah. Noble versus Regal has serious potential, except for the fact that Layla is boring as hell and she doesn't like Noble. So why should we care about this when Regal goes over and is a gentleman, takes her, and she goes willingly? You know, if Noble fights for her and kidnaps her back and he becomes the heel, fine, good. But when we blatantly know that Layla, you don't want to be with him, why do we care? We're just like, alright, you're out of the situation now, good for you. So, hopefully they could put a little bit more meat behind that feud. I don't understand why, when he had gotten the win over Regal the week previous or the week before that, why they didn't just have him, you know, can him in the back and kick the crap out of him and then him say, I want to face you at Unforgiven or No Mercy, and build it like that. Would have been a way better build, in my opinion. Back to Ray, briefly. If they are hinting with what Kane said about a mask versus mask feud, one of them taking off their mask or one of them putting back on, bad idea. Very bad idea. I'll tell you why. Look at guys like Blitzkrieg, Psychosis, Rey Mysterio himself. Every single time, Kane for that matter, every single time you take a mask off someone, it is not the same. Not the same at all. WWE has to look back into their files, find that stuff out, and hopefully they will realize, very bad idea. Or order some tapes off me. I got a shitload of them. Finally, Manu is a blatant copy of Umaga. Anyone that can't see it, open your eyes. Little bit of analogy for you. McDonald's is a North American type institution. We got them all over every single block. They got them in Europe too, but let's, for the sake of argument, say they don't. If you got someone over there calling it McDougal's, not a big idea because they're not on every street corner, right? Same thing here. TNA rips off WWE, not a big idea because they're worlds apart. But when you have the same company ripping off the same character, doing the same thing, designs on tights, their weight sizes, the way the tights look, no footwear, the way their hair looks, the same moves, same mannerisms, then you got a problem. This whole Manu thing is crap. It's stupid. No one's buying it. I'm not buying it. Fans aren't buying it. And I don't think it's long before we see him in the scrap heap. So that's your good and bad review for this week. I gave it a 8 out of 10. Good show. ECW on Sci-Fi is tonight. Won't have a review up till tomorrow afternoon. Hopefully you guys can check that out. Hey, give me some comments. Let me know what's going on. Let me know what you guys think. Fallen Angel, TNA, representing here. Let me know what you guys think. Got to get out of here before it's like 12 minutes long. So, hopefully you guys like the review. Later.